Morning. It's September 29th, and we're getting ready to start amending some of our garden beds that we've harvested everything for the year. I wait till we get everything harvested, and I'll go ahead and amend these beds with some of the products that we use every year. We get this at our local big box stores. And then some of it we just have on hand from our own yard, like these grass clippings. And then we save our eggshells. And this is our composted mulch that we keep in bags and let it compost down. Here's our Pro Mix. This is I amend the garden beds when they get real heavy. After a few years, my planter boxes become real heavy, compacted. So I break them up with a shovel, and I add some of this Pro Mix, and it's basically a potting mix: peat moss, some mycorrhiza spores, some perlite. We've got some garden lime here, garden and lawn lime. That helps with raising the pH of my soil and adding some calcium to the soil. We have over here some composted rabbit manure. I get buckets at a time from my friend who raises rabbits. I trade him off some of my strawberry plants for the buckets of composted rabbit manure, and this stuff really works good, and you don't have to worry about burning your plants. I don't have enough room here on our little city lot to have rabbits, and we just trade off, and everybody's happy, and we get what we're after. Okay, we use these fertilizers every year from our big box store. We have a store here called Menards. It's like a Lowe's and a Home Depot. They may not carry the exact same name brand, but if you're getting organic fertilizers, it's basically all the same nutrients. You got the bone meal, the blood meal, the feather meals, the worm castings. We've got the Epsom salt here for magnesium sulfate. We've got the sulfur here that lowers the pH of our soil. I use this around our blueberries, because blueberries like a low pH soil. And like I say, these are our grass clippings from our own lawn. We don't fertilize or use pesticides or anything like that on our lawn. What we cut, we use our bagger, and then I pile up, and then that goes on the garden. Same as the eggshells. We save our eggshells from when we have eggs. We'll let them dry out, and then I'll crunch them up. I have even run them through an old blender. I picked up a blender at a yard sale for $2, and I use it to grind up my eggshells and turn them into powder, and we'll throw that on the garden in the fall, along with our potato peelings and our carrot peelings and stuff like that along the year as we go. I amend the top of my boxes with those things. Tomatoes, pieces, things like that. I'll just top off my boxes, and by next year it ought to be ready and broken down. I do this every year, and we have really no problems. Everything seems to grow well for us. We have issues with the weather sometimes. So this year we didn't do well on our tomatoes, but our peppers did great, and our cucumbers did great. But this is what we amend our planter boxes and our soil. We have mostly all planting in raised beds because we don't have a lot of room. And we have one over here on the side where I grew these peppers, I just put some cinder blocks. And actually the cinder blocks, they were at the curb. I picked the cinder blocks up for free. I framed out a nice little raised bed area. And every year we've been adding the Pro Mix, the composted mulch. This is mulch that our city picks up limb debris. And then they chip it up, run it a couple of times through a chipper. And then it composts down, and then we're able in the little township that I'm in to go pick this stuff up for free. So we get about, I don't know, 20 bags or so a year of that. And then I'll bring it home, and this is this year's, so it'll be left in the bag. And I'll just wrap the bag up tight and set it outside, and then next fall. Actually, I've been using some of this because it's already nice and broken down and rich. It smells really good too, but if you leave that stuff for a year and let it compost down in the bags, it works even better. But these are some of the products we use every year. We try to stay as organic as we can. I don't use Miracle Grows and man-made synthetic fertilizers, and there's nothing wrong with that stuff. If that's what you use and that's what works for you, then you go ahead and do that. It's all about feeding your family and being more self-sufficient as we can in today's hard times. This is what we've done for many years on our property. I've gardened on this spot we've been here 20 years. We've started gardening about 18 years ago and slowly progressed things around to more and more and more. And now we're getting into the double and triple plantings. And we're getting into heirloom varieties and saving seeds. And this is what we use. This is what works for us. And these are some of the products we use. And, you know, on your packaging, if you're at a big box store and you see something that says organic on it, you can use that, but bear in mind when you use the organic fertilizers, they do take a little longer to break down and get used up by the plants in the soil than a synthetic man-made Miracle Grow fertilizer. But we have plenty of time, and we just try to be as healthy and organic as we can be. And this is what we use. And everything seems to work great for us. Just wanted to make a little video on how we do things here at City Lot Gardening. Lord willing, we'll make it another year and be able to get back at it come spring next year as everything's finishing out for the fall. Thanks for watching.